Ladies and gentlemen, our next event features 7 rounds of kickboxing for the United States Middleweight Championship. This bout is sponsored by State Street Security, Universal Placement Security, and R.D. White and Company. The referee controlling the action is Earl Brown. Introducing, in the blue corner, wearing the red pants with the white stripe, he weighed in at 162 pounds with a record of 9 wins, 2 losses, 2 of those wins coming by knockout. Currently, the international champion from American Fighting Concepts in Long Island, New York. He is the challenger tonight. Welcome, please, Tommy B. Bottone.
All right, now we talked to the fighters earlier. I think we'll go to that other interview.
Always ready to do battle. He's coming out of the red corner, wearing the black and gold. He weighed in at 165 pounds with a fine record of 17 wins and only 1 loss. 14 of those wins coming by knockout. From the Garden State of New Jersey, he is the current United States champion with his title on the line. Welcome, please, Mike the Sandman Sexton!
All right, John. This crowd is electric.
It is alive now, George. The house is packed. The ring is packed. If we can get all these guys out of there, we can start a fight. Otherwise, we're going to have real trouble.
The fight's definitely going to break out as soon as the bell rings, John.
Well, I hope not too soon.
And not before.
Because as I look in that ring there, you know, it's like reminds me of one of those giant tag team brawls. Of course, everyone's very friendly now. Just wait until the
just
bell
another
rings.
day at the office.
No,
John.
these 2 guys are not going to have a fun time now. Now that all is said and done and the interviews are over, it boils down to one thing.
Business.
King of the ring and the bragging thing.
That's right.
That's it. And, you know, here we go. Training for each other, huh? They've been training for each other's techniques. Okay,
for
look
each
at
other. As
They're
always.
itching to go. All right, here we go. Whoops. Battone in the red pants and the white stripes slipped down. Sexton in black and yellow. All right, we'll start that again. We'll start that again.
Establish their leg.
I've seen Battone have a number of surprises in the beginning of his fights and still come out in the end. So
no question. But both men are establishing distance right now.
Here
trying
we
to
go.
get into a rhythm, getting their kicks together, getting their kicks in.
Tommy the B. Battone, and there he is, Mike the Sandman Sexton.
Battone is very fast, a very agile fighter. Good defensive fighter as well.
Mr. Sandman, give me a tune.
Well, we know the Sandman.
All right.
He likes to blast you.
He's sandblast you, huh?
Oh, yeah. But he's
I hadn't thought about it that way, George.
Oh, yeah.
All right, better both keep their hands up.
Both definitely keep your hands up.
I mean, I'd say they were feeling each other out, but they fought enough times, enough in the past that they.
Well, they're checking range, and then they're going to settle in.
I think it's time to develop strategy and pacing.
Exactly. We're talking 7 rounds here, so you're not going to let it all go in the first round. Battone getting in there.
Sandman smothered that kick. However,
punches for kicks right there. Heavy kicks coming from Sexton. Sandman. As this fight ebbs and flows, we're beginning to see what is the real deal. Both men throwing good combinations inside. Battone getting in and getting out. Chopping right hand by Battone. Sexton ducks under. Quick little body shot there. All right. A good feeling out round, John.
Well, interesting beginning. These fellas have a lot longer to play up there.
Watch those toes. Watch those toes.
right, John, we're getting ready right now.
Okay, here we come with Mike Sexton, black and yellow, Tommy Bottone, red and white.
All right. Bottone on the move a little bit more this time, circling Sexton. Sandman trying to zone in. That's if there's an advantage, a good chopping series of punches by Bottone. Good straight left by the Sandman. And he uses some evasiveness backing off right there. So it's tic-tac-toe right now, John. Good right hand for that roundhouse. Roundhouse by Sandman. Well, good right hand, I should say, by the Sandman, and a roundhouse by Bottone. Spinning technique.
See if Bottone's going to try that spinning back kick.
Well, neither one of these men can afford to leave a high kick up there.
No.
Because both men are countering with straight right hands.
If I notice that,
it's got to sweep through quickly and come back down.
Sexton has a little nick on the corner of his left eye there.
Yeah, he got that at the beginning of the first round.
Yeah, I saw it, but I noticed there's a little, and I thought it was non sequitur, but now it's a little drop of blood out there.
The shot's getting a little heavier.
Well, 7 rounds, that could be worked on, too.
Oh, yeah. Bottone a little more active. Now you got Sexton.
Yeah, he's putting out a lot of energy.
Bit more now.
Both fighters putting out a lot of energy.
Well, one thing about Bottone, he definitely likes to move. I don't call him the B for nothing. And he wants to make the Sandman miss so he can counter.
And vice versa.
Grazing, exactly. Grazing right hand off the top of Bottone's head by Sexton. Bottone almost mugging at Sexton after he evaded overhand right.
Don't let out, Mike. Get it.
Kimberly tells us round 3 coming up.
I hate that choice saddle.
All right, we're back for round 3, John.
Here we go, George.
Well, up to now, it's fairly even there, John. Both men establishing a few things, but no one truly dominant.
Bottone in the red and white, Sexton in the black and gold. Ooh.
Good combinations on the inside there by Bottone, counted by Sexton. And it's starting to heat up, John. Both men now standing in the middle of the ring trading punches.
Absolutely.
This is where it happens. We'll see how well Bottone does when he's not on the move.
Sweat is flying
Sexton
up
wants
there.
him to be right in front of him.
Oh. A little low, but...
A little low, but a good follow-through technique not to get hit.
It was low, period. But it was a test.
Roundhouse.
This is a test.
Oh, yeah.
Of the Emergency Back Fist Network.
Well, I tell you, you can see those right-hand counters coming, man. You don't throw it fast, you're going to get a greeting card. Bottone back up on his wheels again, buzzing around.
My wheels, my wheels.
Good right
Whoa,
hand.
Look out. See, when both fighters open up like that, drop their guard and start slugging.
That's when things happen quickly, John.
Anything can happen.
Okay. Well, Sexton has got Bottone to stand in the middle ring and slug it out with him, which is to his advantage.
Ooh.
Bottone is always game. He's got to remember his game plan. And he does. Back up on the wheel again. Both men using the feints to try to get in.
They're trying to, I think they're both trying to get a little bit of air towards the end of this round here.
No doubt, and looking for an edge. Looking for someone to make a mistake.
It looks like they've been training for each other, George, because neither one of them is really getting through to the other guy.
Familiarity.
A lot happening up there. They're wearing each other down, but...
Familiarity, John. All right, everybody now wants it done. And here it is, round 4, John.
Fans at ringside have gone wild, and
It's going to get interesting right now,
the
John.
sweat is flying, and so is the leather.
I can see it.
Or vinyl, depending on how you look at it. Ooh.
Bottone buzzing around. Sandman trying to zero in with the sleepy time delight punch. He's trying not to get stung by the bee. Both men cautious enough and wise enough to know. Shoot the shots when they're open. You can see the Sandman's bringing that roundhouse in from a slightly different angle to make it harder to counter.
Sandman is trying to work those kicks.
Well, he wants to get into throw that heavy leather. Bottone working toward the body with kicks and punches. Countering toward the body. In the middle of the ring.
It's definitely a stand-up fight so far.
Oh yeah, right now.
Not a lot of jive.
Right now, Bottone's trying to figure out what Sandman's bringing. Sandman's trying to find an opening. But the zoning is starting to change. Sandman's zoning is giving him an advantage with his kicks. They're scoring. Bottone's kicks barely touching him. Both men. Trying to counter hard is Bottone, but Sandman comes roaring back with right hand. He takes a punch here as both men are separated.
Yeah, and as both fighters have been taking it easy at the end of the round, just as they hear that seconds before the end warning.
Right.
But this time, as soon as Bottone heard that, he turned it on. And that bugged Sandman. He tried to come in, but that whole strategy didn't work out because Bottone had it planned out. And boom, he moved on it. And now Sandman's got to come back and do what he's going to do in the next round. But I guarantee you it ain't closing out quiet.
That's for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Second down, round 5 coming up.
All right, this is the business time of this fight, John.
Here we go. Yeah, you're right. This is the turning point here. This is the turning point here.
Mean rounds of the fight right now.
This is it. The meat of the match.
And the mean. Time to get mean, gentlemen. Sandman's using his range to his advantage. Bottone's really just on the outskirts of range. Good roundhouse.
Right on the chin. Just the tip of Sexton's foot on Bottone's chin.
Bottone trying to counter, but Sandman, good right hand by Bottone, but Sandman has found the range, John.
Well, I don't know about if he's found exactly the range, but
he has found the range, John.
Right. He seems to have a place that he's looking for now.
When he throws that right roundhouse up high, he's in range. And his hands are in range right under it, right behind it. Bottone's trying to counter and come in. This is tied up by the Sandman.
I think Bottone's a little shaken now, despite those two kicks.
Well, Sandman is maintaining the right distance.
He's not moving like he was before. He's not circling. He's not dancing. He's standing up in front of Sexton mad at him. And I don't know if that's going to produce the desired result. But we shall see.
Well, Sexton's staying basically out of range.
Not my strategy.
Yeah. He's staying basically out of range. Bottone's going to have to step in to catch Sexton. Sexton's staying out of range of him and staying in range for his own arsenal to fire.
All right, now here's the end of the round. Let's see what happens here.
Not like the last round. Both men.
Let's put this way.
Going with that right hand, just grazing the chin.
We're both ready for it, at least.
Well, Sexton is starting to make a move here as these rounds go by, John.
Sorry, John. Seconds out. Round 6. 7 rounds.
All right, here we go,
All right,
John.
here we go.
Round 6.
Yes.
And it's even more urgent this round. I think
every round it gets more
Bottone is
urgent.
going to have to make a move. He's going to have to close the
Well,
gap
I mean,
on
I
Sexton.
don't know about what gap you're talking about. I have no idea who's ahead on points here, but this was never supposed to go to a decision. However, as we are marching towards a decision, both fighters are losing the ability to knock the other man out in one fell swoop. As we approach the latter rounds, the steam, the speed, and the power goes down that small percentage, and that small percentage is often the difference between catching your opponent off guard with a knockout or a KO move and not. And here we go.
Well, you know the Sandman always keeps a little extra sand in his pocket.
Yeah, just to put those unwary
straight
folks
right
to sleep.
hand. Bottone acknowledges it. He's getting hit with another one, but he's also countering on his own. But you don't want to take too many straight right hands to the chin. It's sleepy time.
You know, that's the second time I've seen Sandman move in and not throw the punch.
Well, he knows Bottone is backpedaling.
Yeah, but I think he would have hit him both times. I'm not sure. It's a could have been, had have been, would have been.
Well, Bottone's trying to keep busy and keep stinging.
He's not paying full attention now. That's very dangerous, looking away from his opponent.
Well, the hardest shots have definitely thrown by
tried that spinning
Sexton.
back. Tommy tried that spinning back.
Well, that's the first time he threw it tonight.
Winding down to the end of the round.
In their last fight,
Sexton tried it too.
Yeah, in their last fight, though, Bottone used it effectively. Yeah, a few times.
Well,
so these two men are not unfamiliar with one another, that's for certain. Another round now.
The Ides of boxing are upon us.
Seconds out, ladies and gentlemen, this is round 7, final round for the U.S. Middleweight Championship.
Here we go.
Between Tommy
Here it is.
Middleweight championship.
No hold back now.
Let it go.
Wherever you are, let it all hang out.
Here it is. Bottone's coming forward. Something he hasn't done all night. Could cost him.
Well,
it could profit him, but it could cost him,
either way,
John.
Battone wants it bad. And he who wants it baddest sometimes gets it.
Well, I wouldn't want to be the guy running towards Sandman.
I don't ever want to be the guy running towards Sandman. But right now, it's Tommy B. Bottone.
Another good right hand in there, and a good series of body shots by Bottone. Another counter by Sexton. 2 straight lefts. Jab City. That was you're going home to sleep, good night punch by the Sandman. Bottone getting out of the way wisely. But something's going to happen here, John. Good straight left by Sandman. Another straight left by the Sandman. Stepping in.
I don't know that it's going to happen here, George. It had all night to happen, and it hasn't happened. I think we're going to another decision.
Well, maybe so, but you never know.
Oh, this is... Well, you got your minute of glory.
Well, here it is.
There's about 56 seconds left in this fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Being told to get in there is Bottone. He's trying to do all he can, but Sandman waiting to counter him. Left to left, somebody's mouthpiece went out. Good overhand right by Bottone.
But Bottone is not sleepy enough to go to sleep yet. He needs to be a little more drowsy. I don't think he's drowsy enough.
He's going to stop it for a second. Well, 10 seconds left. He's going to let it go.
Whoa!
And they are letting it go,
closing seconds. I think the bell rang and nobody heard. Oh, no, everybody heard.
All right, John, you're right. It goes to a decision, but I have the Sandman winning it unofficially.
To a decision, G-Man.
Well, I have the Sandman winning it unofficially. Had a couple of easy, even rounds early. But I think he did enough. But I am not the judge here. We'll be back with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the U.S. Middleweight Championship, the A judge had it 69-68 Bottone. The B judge had it 68-65 Sexton. The C judge had it 68-65 Winner. And still, U.S. Middleweight Champion.
As I thought he had won, but it was a good fight. The Sandman.
George, you dare to call it again?
I called it again, John. Bottone's a little disappointed. He feels he had an opportunity to win this. Judges saw it differently. Sandman wins. He's excited. And these two gentlemen will battle again.
The Sandman.
The Sandman, Sexton. Mike the Sandman Sexton.
By our sponsors.
Congratulations to him.
Universal Placement Services.
We'll be back.
And R.D. White and Company.
With more.